联准会还没降息，8月份美元就出现下跌趋势，中东一波紧张局势又抬升美元走向，让投资人心情上上下下。
The U.S. dollar has stayed stronger than the rest of the world for a number of factors, not the least of which the Fed has kept interest rates elevated, and some other global central banks have been moving in the other direction.
尽管联准会尽量排除美元受到政策干扰的可能性，但专家认为，投资人还是能从基准利率判断美元的涨跌。
From a practical perspective, officials, presidents, Federal Reserve chairs, those kind of things, they try to stay out of the way of the dollar. They try to traditionally not move the dollar one way or another because it does cut both ways, and it's a very difficult thing to do. So it has been a tradition that top-level policymakers do stay away from that.
牵动美元的原因相当复杂，除了政策以及通膨，关税也是牵动美元涨跌的重要因素之一。像是川普担任总统的任内就大幅增加对中关税，也因此影响美元的走势。
If you have big imbalances in trade across countries, then that is destabilizing. It could actually be the case that tariffs make their currency go up. The textbook answer is that tariffs hurt your exporters because your currency appreciates and then they're less competitive in foreign markets.
其实美元的强势就某个方面而言，也在展现美国的影响力。
The power projection of the United States is greater when the US dollar is strong. And as the US dollar becomes weaker, it's less capable of projecting political power.
The dollar is the world's dominant currency. It's used by an overwhelming number of nations and companies as the way to pay for the transfer of goods and services in an increasingly dominant world trading system. The dollar is used as a benchmark for other nations to conduct their foreign exchange policies, notably China.
但并不是所有美国总统都乐见美元走强。
We've been hurt, in my opinion, very badly by our own Federal Reserve, who has also created a very strong dollar. That's something nice about a strong dollar, but it makes it much harder to do business outside of this country.
川普的竞选搭档俄亥俄州参议员范斯就曾经质疑过联准会放任美元走强。
In some ways, you can argue that the reserve currency status is a massive subsidy to American consumers, but a massive tax on American producers.
包括前总统尼克森以及雷根都用不同的方式试图操纵美元的走势，但专家表示结果通常都不是很理想。这对共和党竞选拍档因此提出不同的选项，更是让专家胆战心惊。
One possibility is getting rid of the US dollar altogether and replacing it by cryptocurrencies. I think if they put that forward very, very clearly as a campaign proposal, it would produce horror.
专家警告，美元影响全球的经济层面相当广泛，透过操控产生的动荡，恐怕更不利于美国的经济发展。强调，尽管长期来看美元将会走软，但仍旧稳定发展，强势货币的地位还是难以动摇。TVBS 新闻综合报道。